Good evening, welcome to my stream tonight. I hope you can hear me okay. Wasn't really planning on doing much for tonight's stream, just having a wander around my bases, my various builds, talking through some of the stuff. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And I'll answer whatever I can. I hope you can hear me okay. If you let me know in chat if you can. Just doing a bit of a base walk around and tidy up. Once I've checked what I've got going on, I'll then go and have a look at the other bases I've got throughout the world. Great. So I've lost a wolf. A wolf has obviously jumped out of here from somewhere. It's down here. Need some coal. Better. Oh, got a Lox trophy. That's helpful. I think I needed a Lox trophy for my trophy cabinet. I do. Haven't got a Lox trophy, so let's get a Lox trophy put up. I need some nails. Some fine wood. One Lox trophy. I use all my fine wood. Need to get the 2-star wolf back up there at some point as well. Let's do that now. Grab some normal wood. Might have enough to do it with this. Doesn't have to be anything smart, we just need to build a ramp to get a wolf up. The only trouble with these breeders is that animals do like to fall out of them. Right, I think that should do. Who do I want? Why are you hiding behind there all of a sudden? You two get out there. You get out. And you get out. Right. Get rid of those two. You follow me. Come on. Yes, come on, this way. Thank you. Come on. Oh, I'm going to run out of stamina, aren't I? Charge. Get in there. Good wolf. Repair my thatch roof there. It's done. I've got some lox meat, which will be good for the wolves. Right. Hopefully, those two can now breed. Good. These two should now be breeding as well, with any luck. And they are. So that's that. So out here, this is my my main base. Excuse me. I originally started over here somewhere. Wolfstart is where I originally started, but I wanted a base that was more by the port. So moved the entire base over here pretty much, and I've been building here ever since. As you can see, I've got breeding wolves outside and breeding lox out here to protect my base, and pretty much every time I come out here my trusty lox have destroyed numerous amounts of trees. God knows where they've wandered off to now. But it's a nice area to have a base. And there's one over here, look. Quite how he managed to get over here, I don't know. We'll, ride him back to where he should be. Obviously had a bit of a fight. He's got a bit of damage. But the nice thing with having locks in the meadows is there's really absolutely nothing that can damage a lox in the meadows. To any great extent, they'll just last and last and last. So having them as a defensive mechanism is always helpful. So another one there. There should be 3 out here somewhere. The other one's normally over here somewhere. Just follow the trail of destruction until you find it. God knows where he's wandered off to. I'll find him eventually. Go away. Don't know where that other lox has gone. But anyway, we're here to look at the base. So, not sure you can particularly see it very well, but it is moated right the way around. Water. Got a wolf in the water over there. But yeah, it moats right the way around for my primary base, and I also built a stone wall along here. Look, there's free fish over there. Always have a free fish if you get the chance. If you didn't know, fish can wash up. They can spawn if there's been a storm or something like that. Fish can wash up and you can just pick them up off the ground. So always keep an eye out for that. Look like we've got a couple of wolves over here. 3 wolves over here. Obviously something kicked off. Just bring them back to the front of the base. Come on, boys. These are 2-star, so nothing in the meadows will touch those. Anyway, as I was saying, so I built this wall right the way around just by raising ground, and obviously raised ground on the interior as well. What is possible even if you've got a moat, it is possible that trolls will wade into here and destroy things. I have a little entrance here for bringing boar into their pen. If for whatever reason I lose my boar, just needed a way to get them back in, so that's what that was for. And you can see the breeder's working. We've just bred a 2-star and it's dropped out of the breeder quite happily. So the breeder works. If you're wondering why the breeders are on stilts, it's so that the animals up here don't get aggroed. If these guys get aggroed, obviously they won't breed, but if they're not aggroed, they will breed. So put them on stilts. These can't be aggroed, they will breed. Most of the time the cubs will fall out automatically, like this one has, and jobs are good. Storage over here. Always helpful to have storage. We head round the corner. Over the little bridge we've got a little agricultural area. And my trusty bees. And I'm full up. We'll just get onions, didn't we? May as well plant the onions, I think. We'll come back for those in a moment. I have food storage around here next to the cooking, so all of our foodie stuff can get put in there. Ready to go. It was neat and tidy, but then I've run out of space. The obliterator. I essentially just dump stuff in, to be honest. It's a lot of this stuff I don't use anymore, so just get rid of it. So anyway, as I was saying, we have a little agricultural area where the bees are happy. We have a wolf down there for some strange reason, who knows. It looks like a lock has decided to vandalise my workbench. Don't know why. If we hop over here, we can see that the moat comes around this section into water and then is moated, carries on around there. So this really is the only insecure area, but I've never been attacked to the extent that this causes me any problems. Trophy wall you've already seen, but building a trophy wall along here. Got some spare trophies, got a couple of hard ones, got a Wraith trophy and a Fenring trophy. They're a pain to get. Not as much of a pain as the serpent, but we'll get that eventually. Hey Sander, nice to see you, buddy. Can you hear me okay? If you're still there. What was I doing? Oh yeah, showing off the trophies. So yeah, got trophies. Nice area here for doing forging and smelting and all that kind of stuff. I always find it's handy to keep a couple of chests nearby with everything you need to do certain things. So I normally always try and keep my smelters. Cool, thanks for that, mate. Always try and keep my smelters full so I can just come back in, dump my ore, and away I go. This is how I set up my portals. Everybody has their own idea of... Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Sander. Nice of you to say so. This is the primary base. If you're going to stick around, I'll do a walk around of all my other bases and you'll see the two towers, which is my plains base, if you fancy seeing that. So this is how I do my portals. I always have a portal that's unconnected, and I always have a portal that's connected. You basically dial whatever portal you want from here. So these are the name of all of the other portals around the place. So for instance, Silver Tower. We come out, Silver Tower is up here somewhere. So yeah, Silver Tower is there. So there's a portal that will take me directly there if I need to. Just dial it in on this portal. And if I'm out exploring, I always carry a portal with me that I can just drop and have unconnected to bring me straight back here. Just find it a really handy way of doing things, and it saves having to build portals everywhere. Nice cooking area. Everything compressed and stacked together. There's a little bit of a dock out here that I'm working on. I need to make this look a little bit better. But it's good for what it is at the minute. Good enough for me. I portal everywhere anyway. So if we nip inside, nice big fire, got the forge obviously. This is a handy way of installing your forge. If anyone's got space woes, you can actually put a couple of things on platforms and they will quite happily connect to the forge, so you can do that. And you can do exactly the same with the workbench. So the workbench, you can set things up on plinths to get your workbench up to scratch. If we head upstairs, got my armours, a few weapons. Use item stands as torches, always helpful. Nice view out over the bay. It's always a nice place to sit. And then we have obviously a bath and bed. Using a golem trophy as a light source there. Oh, cheers, Sanders. Much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. I assume you've got a YouTube channel, have you? If you have, I'll sub you back. Head over there and sub you back. What I will do, though, while it's now turning into darkness, I will show you my latest build, because that's what a lot of people have been asking about, which is my 2 towers build in the plains. So this teleports you straight in. Doesn't look like much, does it? Oh, need some wood. Out of wood. How can I be out of wood? Not out of wood. I haven't got any normal wood. Of course I've got normal wood. Right, so this, as I say, is my my plains build, and it doesn't look like much, does it? Golem trophy's tough one to get. Porcupine does well, but once you come out of here, then you can see what this starts to look like. And you start to realise Yagluth is over there, look. But you start to realise that all of this is built on top of 2 giant rocks. I'll show you from a distance away. This is the lift. So if we just nip through here, run up here, I'll give you the big reveal. Pardon? Oh. Come on then, boys. Really? Come on. Think you're hard enough? Take you all on. I don't care. Oh, this is Desquito damage with full armour, look. 10 points of damage. Not worth it. Do it again, you big Jesse. So there you go. 2 huge pillars. And a base on each of them. Now, up the top there is my lighthouse. This is my plains base that I've worked a very long time on. Took a lot to build this, but it was worth it. So obviously you can't teleport up with ore, but there is a ladder here that will allow you to teleport up if you need to. But you can go up. Yep. Yeah, that's all root armour. It's all level 4 root armour, mate. So you can see level 4 root armour all the way. I always wear Megging Lord. So yeah, just full root armour. So if we head up this way, this goes up to the lighthouse. This is my lighthouse. There we have the lighthouse. And obviously I keep a stock of grey dwarf eyes up here to keep my torches burning. No, seriously, with I tested it on another one of my streams, and full root armour. I think Desquito is about 10 points of damage at most, and fueling spearmen are anything with pierce damage essentially. So skeleton archers, fueling spearmen, anything like that, just barely damage you at all because they're all piercing damage. And full set of root armour gives you a huge amount of piercing damage bonuses. I can never remember where it is. Here we go. So the root armour's given me plus 15 to the bow. Doesn't actually tell you what the extra damage is, but if you have a look at the damage when you craft it and stuff, it will tell you. And it's the resistance against piercing is just worth everything. It's phenomenal late game armour. Phenomenal late game armour. Let's go and have a play. Excuse me. And I'll just demonstrate it for you a bit. So obviously the main thing to be running root armour for is a Desquito. So there's a Desquito over there. You can see what I'm on, 133. 122. 11 points of damage. And I'm already healed. I'll let him hit me from behind. Yeah, he can hit me all day. That kind of damage. It's just not going to do anything for me. So 10.5 points of damage, nothing. So using this armour in the plains is just phenomenal. Like I say, as long as you don't... The only bad thing with this armour is fire. It's weak to fire, so if you get hit by fire, you're in trouble. But other than that, and you've only got 2.5% speed negative. So 8.9. You don't scare me, Desquito. Gone are the days where I used to wander the plains being scared of mosquitoes. Just doesn't happen anymore. So we've got a fueling over here, but he's got fire. We really want a fueling spearman to test. Don't really want to be going after a tar pit. Don't like tar pits. Go away, stupid disky do. This place I've already destroyed anyway. I tell you what, we'll go and have a look at the swamps and have a look at what damage skeletons do. And you'll see just how effective this armour is. The other bonus with this armour, obviously the helmet gives you poison resistance, so even leeches don't give you any grief. Hello, Mr. Locks. Love you too. Come on then, you stupid goblin. Have one. I need to drop that, so let's go back up here. Head back up to here, and that means I can teleport back to my main base. The view is lovely from up here though, look. Isn't that lovely? Yagluth over there, I've not defeated him yet. Waiting to defeat him. Can't be bothered to at the minute. Oh, and by the way, no mob can get you up here. Even if one spawns, nothing can damage the pillars of stone. Other than locks. And I've tamed the only 2 locks in the area, so no need to worry. So if we head back to main base, and we'll dial up, what can we dial up? Let's dial up swamp base. Which won't work because I can't spell. That's better. And in we go. So here we are in a swamp base. I made the most of one of the towers, round towers I found. Did I save any wood? No, I didn't. So, a couple of the streams I've been asking about surtling farms. Surtling farm is simply a case of finding a surtling spawn, and once you've found a spawn, dig a puddle. So just get your pickaxe, dig around it like this, and every time the surtlings spawn, they'll die instantly. So it's just a very quick and simple way of getting that. And what you can also do is you can get the fire debuff as well. So if you stand near here, you'll get fire buff, which is always helpful. What I want to do is find a skeleton archer and show you just how pathetic they are against full root armour. Or a Draug archer, doesn't really matter, one or the other. Don't really want to be shooting an oozer though, or playing with an oozer, don't like those. Really? Am I that bad a shot? Don't hide behind a tree. Frost arrows always good for ooze and slimes. Well, they're good for anything, to be fair. But what we want is a Draug archer, or a skeleton archer. Let's get rid of that. I've got a skeleton archer spawned, so just let that skeleton try and find me and shoot me. There we go. There you go. Half a point of damage. 0.4 of a point of damage. Half a point of damage. Let's see what happens if I get hit from behind. Half a point of damage. Half a point of damage. So root armor is utterly unappreciated. Utterly unappreciated. You've got huge movement speed. You've got pierce resistance. So anything with a sword, anything with arrow, anything like that. Got resistance against that. You've even got poison resistance with the mask. So for the swamp especially. Superb armour. So let's head back to my swamp base and we'll go and have a look at one of my other bases that you might be interested in seeing. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll just head back through here. Whether the other plains is the plains. This is another base. I'm hoping to do is just give people ideas for where to build bases and how to build bases. So this was one of the first bases I built in the plains. And it started life out as a rock, just on a peninsula. So it sits on a peninsula. Oh, got a troll. Not for long. Sorted him out. Don't need bone for anything. So yeah, so this one started out just as a rock. It's a bit of a hodgepodge build. But I raised an area here to breed locks. The actual base itself is fully moated. So nothing could get into it anyway. It's only a simple little base. If you're going to breed locks, The trick is raise the ground. Don't bother trying to build stone or wood or anything like that. If you're going to breed them, raise the ground or dig a hole. They'll wreck anything else. So the easiest way is to raise the ground, lure them in, and then tame them from there. It's quite simple to do. So this is just a forward base, couple of beds. Never worried too much about it. It's obviously got stuff to do, ore and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't need to be special. It's just enough as a forward base in the plains, and it's got an agricultural area just to sow some seeds. It wasn't actually the one I wanted to show you though. There is another one called South Plain. So if we head there, so this is my South Plain base. I always end up with crap everywhere. Goblin around here somewhere. Again, it's moated, as you can see, but it's built in a rock. So when I first came here, I found this rock, dug straight down through the middle of it, hollowed it out, and that creates the basis of the base. But the cool thing about it is it's built over a ravine. So if we go down and have a look at that, it's all built out over a ravine. Go away, mosquito. Don't bother me. Why is it stopped?